Greetings, greetings. Welcome to a new Wednesday episode of Vaygrim's Chance. There's a possibility that this is going to be going up a little bit late. I'm not sure. Kind of depends on my schedule for the day. We will see. But I've got the glass dome on. This is actually enlightened clear glass. Kind of need to do the same thing with that dome, but I'll probably swap it out manually. I did use the builder to do this. Let's turn that on. There we go. And I did notice slight differences that I'm probably going to go back and fix manually, but we'll see. I basically think I got the measurements similar. I don't think they're exact. I think that one's a little shorter, but that's fine. It's supposed to be. So now we look at the map. We've got big circle, medium circle, little circle. But this is going to be the model village. I have put the stairs in, as you can see. There is a giant silverwood right here, and this silverwood actually has purpose. I am changing the biome. It looks like it's actually pretty well done. From deep ocean, which is probably still over here, maybe? No? I think we got most of it, if not all of it. But I did have some deep ocean biome right here that I just couldn't make go away with a biome painter. So I popped down a silverwood sapling and grew one, which will come around to my next project. I upgraded my dark steel axe. Very worthy upgrade. I'm glad I did that. Let's get this real quick. I'm gonna grab this. There's gonna be a extra little bit of logs and probably some saplings that'll fall, but I've already got a ton of those things. I've got a whole bunch of birch and a whole bunch of acacia. I traded somebody for that acacia. I think it was Trunks 9809. I didn't have any saplings. He actually had some acacia way out in the desert where he lives. So these are going to be used for the housing for said model village. I got the dome up. I'm going to do a solid set of beams. Basically, it's going to have the hand railing and it's going to have this going across. Then basically these blocks here, from here all the way to here, that whole width is going to be glass. It's going to be enlightened clear glass. Now, I'm tempted to not even have these specifically because there are rules with regards to villagers and breeding villagers where there has to be light and direct access, not direct access to the sky, but there has to be light coming in, I think within 2 blocks of a door. You can't have too many doors. It's like 2 doors per villager. So we're not going to get very many villagers down here. It's going to be a small, probably maybe 6 villagers tops, but 6 or 7, but it's going to be worth it, I think. Anyway, I have to make sure I'm going to have to be careful about where I cap out the dome like I have over here with the bracings. I don't want to make the bracings as thick on this dome as it was on the other one because I want to make sure and keep maximum visibility of that sunlight and that sky straight down. So I'm really hoping that this dome is not going to interfere with the village. We're just going to have to experiment and see. Hopefully it'll work. So I was ironing out. If you look, let me actually step back down. If you look, there is a little bit of a difference in biome here, here, all of this stuff. It's patchy. But if we go over here, it's all magic forest now. I've evened all of this out specifically through using an angel block and a dirt block. I would get, oh, I missed one. Nope. I already have one on that one. I'm going to grab a second one real quick. There we go. And there is a third one over there that I forgot about. Good grief. Basically, whoop, there we go. I was evening out. What I'd do is I'd go up in the sky. I would put down the angel block, put a dirt block on top of it, then mine out the angel block and put a sapling, a silverwood sapling on the floating dirt block. I would let that tree grow and then sit there for several hours while I put it around on the server in order to get the actual magic biome to spread. I'm going to keep doing that around the perimeter. Now, the side effect of this is the fact that you get aura nodes, usually pure aura nodes and silverwoods. So I ended up with that, which has made another revelation come to light. Basically, these aura nodes don't actually cross combine. I think it's because they're still encased in wood. The fact that they're still actually in their silverwood log core, basically. I think because they're still in the silverwood log, they're not cross communicating. But basically, these have all stayed intact. They're not touching each other. They're not exchanging, any kind of information at all. And this is new territory to me. I did not realize that in the 1.7.10 version, well, in some of the more recent updates for the 1.7.10 version of Domcraft, I didn't realize that this was a thing. I thought these would still crosstalk and bully. But, I mean, as you can see, it's pure. All of these, some of these are pure and bright. Pure, bright, pure. And they won't combine. I don't know if that's an aspect of them being pure nodes, if they're being bright nodes, or, pure nodes, or the fact that they're still in their wood. My suspicion is that it's the fact that they're still in the wood log. I think that's kind of like a protective wrapper. But we still have this one, this beauty right here, plus all of these. And once I actually make a where is it? Compound focus. I wonder if I can actually make that now. How much aurum do I have? I actually have a lot of that stuff. I have some air now. Let's make an extra of each of those. And I think now, boom, there we go. So now we can make a compound recharge focus. And it's interesting, all earth shards. I think we actually have that. Hang on a sec. We need 10 order, 10 permutation. I do have 10 permutation. There we go, 10 order. And then 10 magic. I definitely got that. Okay. So that might be a worthy project for today's episode. But yeah, we have this node wall now because I've been growing. I don't even know how many more of these I'm going to keep because there's a practicality limit to these things, to having this many sitting around, but we'll see. They're all good nodes. But it is letting me even out the biomes around here. That's pretty much all magical forest now. As you can see, I have a hole right here. This is the archway and the walkway through that I've talked about. I moved all the machines over here. Some moved farther than others. Wait, what? Oh, power. Hang on a sec. I do believe I have accidentally deprived my auto crafter duct. Nope. There it is. There's one of those. And let's get this. There we go. Let's put that on fast so it'll catch up. We have 2 sextuple. We're waiting for septuple. Okay. Very cool. Let's sort all of those. Anyway, archway over to the model village. Now, here's the thing. The main walkway is right up there. This goes to below the actual top of the stairs. There's these 2 caged ladders from Catwalks. And These were supposed to be kind of like going down from an, like, I want to visit the model village, not just look at it. And there's going to be a tower right here. I think it's probably going to be, I'm going to see if I can make a mini town hall and put the tower on the back of the town hall, or a pair of doors maybe. I might put one right here, put some railings across to make sure that nothing interferes with that, or some bushes or something. We'll see. But I want to put some doors on the side. So it'll be 2 doors. There's going to be a tower right here that's going to come up a little bit of a kind of a peaked, kind of like almost a clock tower, but not quite. Going to have a building there, a building there. We're going to fit some in on the sides with some side walkways. We're going to put one back here on the lower levels. And a lot of the buildings that are up close to the grass area are going to have second stories. And on the back of the second story, there'll be a door, like, let's say, right here. There might be another one in a corner right here, or, right here, walking in. Lots of different options. When the server updates to 1.3.1, which is the current version on the test server, when we update to the next update that we do in the live server, whichever version of the pack we're going to use next, it's going to have immersive engineering in it, and immersive engineering has floodlights. So what I'm probably going to do is put some floodlights here and here and here and maybe even here, pointing straight down. What that means is that we can actually get some lighting down the sides of the walls and make it look a little less gloomy around these walkways. Plus, I think it'll just look neat. But anyway, I have these going up from the observation deck down so people can come interact with the villagers if they so choose. But I kind of had a themed thing that I wanted to do. This middle floor right here for the actual tower, the town hall tower, I'm going to have a middle floor that is going to be inaccessible from the lower sections of the building and the upper sections of the building. It's going to be sealed off, and I'm going to have a window so that I can walk out here, and I'll have an observational window where I can look almost like somebody observing a scientific experiment. I can look and observe all the people in the model village from this floor and then come back over here. It will be completely sealed off from the rest of it. What I'll also do is I'm going to put a pair of trading stations. What are they called? It's from Extra Utilities. Extra Utilities. There we go. My phone is going pseudo bonkers. I'm trying to remember what this block is called. And I'm not even, there it is. The trading post. Trading post is actually not very hard to do. But basically, the trading post is going to be jukebox, block of emerald, some wood around it. I'll have a couple of those. And the trading posts are basically a block that looks for a massive area around it, like several chunks by several chunks across. It tries to find all of the nearby villagers, and it shows you all of their trades. You can pick a villager, go through their trades, and interact without ever actually finding the villager, which means that people can come in here and do villager trades for turning wheat into emeralds, all sorts of stuff. Magic, books, whatever. It depends on what kind of villagers I end up getting in the village. But it's going to be kind of a sealed off isolation, kind of a observation deck. That was the idea. I'm moving the machines over here. I finally relocated my bed from the BDE. Of course, the upside to relocating the bed means that now Dark Preacher has to come find a new bed if he's going to get tag locks and do anything evil with me using witchery. Hopefully he won't. I'm hoping to stay on Preacher's good side. Let's see. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I had some other plans for the model village, but I'm going to plan out the buildings. Actually, let's do that. Between, or maybe next episode, I have a cool thing that I want to get into. I've been trying to kind of put it off and save it, but I think, let me go sleep. I think it's about time that I open it up, crack open that mod and start messing with it. And that's going to be the TARDIS mod. I think the TARDIS mod is going to be very, very fun, very useful. I've got a lot of plans for it, but I was trying to put it off so I didn't do it too early in the series. Go up here. Also, something else I want to warn you guys about. I'm probably going to start replacing my jet plate with this thing and using Swift Wolf's flight ring specifically because the forward thrust on this thing when I do sprinting and move forward is just unbearably fast. I can actually move so bad that my game, like Minecraft, can start lagging trying to render things and keep up. So just be forewarned there. Okay. I'm actually gonna get some dirt, but I'm probably gonna need some more. Let's get, I have a lot of dirt. 2 more stacks. I think that will be plenty for what I want to do. Got a lot of cool stuff planned for the 1.3 update of the pack when it comes to the LP server. Got a lot of ideas for where I want to use immersive engineering. Okay. So I'm going to have a building. This is going to be, whoa. That's going to be the front door. Pair of double doors. I think double doors do work, if I remember right, with the villagers. Let's see. I'm going to have the front facade of a building. You know what I might have to do? Just realized. I'm going to put down a whole bunch of blocks, and they're going to turn into grass blocks as grass spreads. That's not going to work. Let me get this. Let me get this. Boop. No, no, no. Put that away. 1, 2, 3. That away. Get our cobblestone out. There we go. This is not going to be visible. It's going to be under the foundation of a building, but that's fine. This is going to be the front wall. I'm going to do that over to there because this is slightly lopsided. Yeah, let's do that to there. There we go. So that's 2, 2. Okay, so that's 6 across. This is going to go all the way back here. And let's do the same thing. I'm going to turn that off over here. And this is mostly just planning for the model village, you know. I really do want to get this up and going because it's going to take some time for the villagers to get breeding and get increasing in numbers. I would like for that to be, you know, I don't want to have to wait too long for getting, various trades done, let's say. Okay. So, I wonder if I just wanted to know, I'm going to do a different, I'm going to use acacia for floors, birch for walls, because I think the birch will look good against the white lab walls. I think that's going to be a good thing. So, okay, if I've got that there, that means I'm going to have to consider nope, I don't want to do that. There is no note about how much space. I think I'm going to have to kill these. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm trying to mirror the layout of this place as much as possible. But I still wanted to have some wandering space and some green space. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. which means that we can actually have a pathway walk back here, and we can tuck away. We can share a wall here and tuck away a front door here if we wanted to. We could do a side door over here to this building. We're going to do another side door over to there. You know what I shouldn't have done? Shouldn't have gotten rid of the dirt. And let's get one more of that. Okay, so now we can do that. We're going to be plotting out. Let me think. I'm not sure I want to have a tiny little 2x2 house. So what I might have to do, let's put that down. Move this over. So it's 3x3 on the inside. I think it's tiny, but it's respectable. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about, I'll be able to do a back wall over here. But this is going to be just going to have to be tiny. I could do a little shotgun like that. And let's do that. That back. Which means this is going to be all the way like that. We're going to have that's going to go away. That. And one slightly bigger, one a lot smaller. If I wanted to, I could divide this one right down the middle and I could have a door. Let me think. Yeah, right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one big house, but there's going to be only a second level off this front part. And I mean, what I could do is I could actually do stairs. If we're going to have a door back here, I'll have room for stairs to come down from the second floor. And this is almost going to be a third floor. So, I mean, there's a lot of possibility for room and places where I can actually shoehorn in as many of these doors as possible. Now, some of these doors aren't going to count because, like back here, if I put this door here, actually, it does have access to light, so that would count. This one will not, I don't think. Technically, there's light here. That might be good enough. We're just going to have to see. But there's a distinct possibility that these back doors back here don't count. Yeah, it's going to be experimentation. There's going to be double doors here. I want to do a path around the side here. Very narrow. So yeah, things are starting to take shape. I'm going to wait and figure out what I want to do with these two spaces after I build the town hall. I might want to make the town hall wider. I might take it all the way out to here. We're going to have to see. But between this episode and next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building some of these. So when you come back, I'm hoping I'll have maybe like this house and this house done, and we'll work from that point. Whoa, see, this is what I don't like about that thing. I'm going to either, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about like under this. I don't want this space to be visible. Oh, I'm getting some pretty bad hitching in the client every once in a while. I'm still not sure what's happening there. Yeah, so I'm not sure. This is going to be blocked off by a wall for a building. And I'm going to kind of integrate the building where it's just going to come up into this edge here. I might do a little bit of a roof sticking off. We're going to have to see. I'm going to try and see if I can figure out something I can do chimneys with. I'm not going to use smoker blocks because a lot of smoker blocks can add up to a lot of lag. But back building, I'm just going to build up straight up to the underside of that. I will probably even out the underside of that some, or maybe I'll put some green space on the roof and kind of hide it with some plants and some whatnot. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. A lot of it, I'm just kind of winging it and seeing what I want to do. Yeah. This is going to be a different, I want to do brick, some kind of brick with this. So it looks different from the birch wood structures over here. So it stands out. I really want to be standing right here. I'm going to put where the lights are right now. I'm going to put water for a little bit of a fountain. And I'm going to use the path stones in, what is it, from Open Blocks, I think it is. Yeah, the path stones from Open Blocks. These are awesome. So I'll just do some path stones off here, back to these. We can put like garbage cans back in these back alleyways from DecoCraft. We can put some park benches at various places around the water fountain. We can use garden stuff, the mod, to actually make little trees that we can place on windowsills or garden like flower box containers under windows, stuff like that. It's going to be a really fun project, and I cannot wait to show it off with you guys. Next episode, I'm going to build on this, and we're going to touch upon it just briefly, but the next episode, I think it's about time that we crack open the TARDIS mod and really see what that can contribute towards things overall. I'll catch you folks later. Make sure you have a good Wednesday. Apologies if this does end up going up late. My Wednesday schedules end up getting a little hectic because of the live stream, but we'll see. I'll catch you folks later. Have a great Wednesday. Have a great week. Bye-bye.